Okay, you guys, I'm back. This is going to be my last video, okay, of the night. But I wanted to do this video for a while, and I'm going to finally go ahead and get into it. So, it's a video about what it means when people say, I don't see color. Like, I hear that so much, and I hate it. I'm actually in a debate group on Facebook called Mass Debaters. And yes, they did that purposely. So, in that group, we often used to have conversations about race issues, right? And you had those who's racist who would be like, you N words and this and that. And then you have others who would be like, well, I don't see color. I don't see color. And it irks me hearing that phrase due to what it truly means when a person says, at least how I take it and what I hear when a person says to me, I do not see color. Now, normally it's a white person. Blacks have said it before, but it means two different things when each one says it. When a black person says, I don't see color, I take that as them trying to say, I'm not going to let what society has told us we should feel about different races and pigments affect me or change how I choose to treat others and treat myself, see myself and see others, right? But when I hear white people say it, my issue with it, and if you are a white person who says this or have said it, I want you to understand this is not an attack on you. I just want you to really digest, evaluate your heart, your intentions, your mind state, and work out some things, right? Because when you say that I don't see color, you are basically still erasing black people. You are erasing those who are not white to say, I don't see color. Because number one, it's a bold-faced lie. But the psychology behind it is to say, due to the fact that I will have a problem with your color, my way of not having that problem with your color is to say, I just don't see color at all. It still nullifies people of color. It still minimizes them. And it's still a rejection of them. So I'm not going to say it's just pure racism, but it is not okay to say I don't see color, because you are saying that you have to ignore, consciously try to wipe out my pigment in order just to deal with me on a human level, to not prejudge me, to not look at me a certain way, basically. So I've always had a problem with that. I think that it is asinine for a person to be walking around saying, I don't see color, because of the intent behind it, of what it really is stating. It kind of works the same as people who be like, I don't care if you black, blue, purple, this, that, other. Do you know how insulting that is? Because now you are comparing me to not care. You have to put me on a scale that I'm a color that don't even exist. I'm now equal, erasing me to colors that don't even exist. Because you don't care if a person is black, blue, purple, pink, or green. We're all just human. And you are contradicting yourself in that statement due to the fact ain't no humans purple, green, pink, and all of that. So it's still a way to it's still a devaluing my blackness. What should be said and what your thought process should be is, I see color and they're all are beautiful. Don't ignore my color. Don't tell me that you don't see my color. My history, my culture, my ancestry, it's all in this. And then for you to minimize it, throw it away, trash it to say I don't see it, or compare it to something that's non-existent, I don't want you in my life. I don't want to talk to you if that's where you are mentally and how you are trying to not be racist. No, see my color, value my color, appreciate my color, accept my color. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So it infuriates me when people say that, and I feel that I should come and make a video to that, so those who have that ideology to say I don't see color can understand what you're actually saying and how it's actually taken by people, and that maybe in yourself you still need to iron out and pan out some different ideologies that you have. Like, go do some research on Jane Elliott. Look up some of her work. Go look up some of the work of Joy DeGroy. Like, these are great professors, teachers, speakers that can teach you a lot. And that's just two of many. But I would say go and look to them to get a clearer understanding concerning race relation, the undertones of racism, how white supremacy has impacted the world, and how you saying I don't see color or comparing my color to these non-existing human beings of other shades of colors is dehumanizing. It is erasure. It is devaluing, and it's not acceptable. And maybe other people ain't sat down and explained it to you, but I felt I should come and talk to you guys about that. Just like my people who are hearing that in your circles or at your job, people running around talking about they don't see color. No, check them about not seeing color and what they're actually saying. They're saying you're invisible. They're saying that they don't see you. In order to not mistreat you, which they're still mistreating you, they have to act like your color, your skin, your ancestry, who you are, don't even exist. Asinine. It's crazy, and it pisses me off. And I didn't want to. The reason why I was waiting to do this video, because I'm like, well, I want to come at it from a loving, teaching type of moment. I don't want to have emotions of anger or resentment or talk down or be condescending or anything like that when I make this video. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn on the camera, discuss this, and whatever comes out my mouth, that's just what it is. Because the other thing that we should not be doing as black people is trying to coddle and what would you call it? Trying to coddle and trying to make everything so soft and fluffy for white people who walk around so boldly stating things like this. No, they need to be checked. They can handle it. They grown and they can dish certain things, so they should be able to take it. So I'm going to come and give you the truth of what it is that you're doing and that you're saying, and why it's not acceptable, and why I don't appreciate it. Plain and simple. So give me you guys thoughts about these type of like comments, coding that people say to blacks or to the world to try and say like, oh, well, I'm not racist. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that it has underlying symptoms of racism? I personally think it does, but that's not something that y'all should be like, oh, well, you're calling me racist. So no, just address it. Just take a look in the mirror and figure some things out. Like Jane Elliott said, if you as a white person are not racist and don't feel superior to blacks, then the school system, media, and all that has failed you. And if you are a black person and did not have to come to a place of not feeling inferior due to the situations of how media and school try and make us feel about who we are, our ancestors and history, then they didn't do their job. So no, you didn't do anything wrong. The culture and society around you is what has embedded that in you. But you as an adult can come to an acknowledgement and teach yourself, inform yourself, change yourself about it now. That's all. Just do that. Work on it. Have a good day.